Hello, welcome to Astro Luna Tarot. My name is Holly, and today I'm talking about the April 16th full moon in Libra at 26 degrees, happening at 2:54 p.m. Eastern Time. And the full moon is generally a time where we get clarity on the intentions we put out during the new moon. And it's a time to commit to cultivating what it is that we are intending based on what we learn by the full moon. It's often a time of celebration as well. People's energies are generally pretty high during the full moon. You can also look back to the new moon in Libra from 18 months ago on October 16th, 2020. So if you had some larger plans or larger intentions, you may be getting more information and more clarity on how those larger intentions are panning out. Now, this month, there have been like a series of planets that have sort of like had us kind of like pumping the brakes on the Aries enthusiasm of that Aries new moon on April 1st. So we had, Mars wanting to move forward, and then Saturn saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then we, last week on the 12th, so it's really kind of this week too, we had the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces, which is very dreamy, very large. Jupiter is like expanding the dreaminess of Neptune. So our energy might be kind of low. We might be really enjoying sleeping or drifting. And that's just kind of, the energy is still pretty drifty. I mean, even though that conjunction just happened, they're large planets, so they take a little while to come apart. And they're at 23 degrees. Pisces. So if you have any planets at around 23 degrees, especially in Pisces, you're going to be really feeling it. During the full moon in Libra, we have a square to Pluto, and Pluto is the lord of the underworld. So there may be some information coming through to the moon, so it's going to be emotional, that may have to do with relationships. And Pluto is still in Capricorn, so it may be relational regarding money or finances or some kind of structure in your life that feels kind of authoritative. Either you're in a position of authority or you're in relationship to someone who is in a position of authority. And there's going to be some kind of clarity regarding the relationship. And Pluto often signifies, or does signify, change as well. It's the phoenix. It's the phoenix rising. So there may be some situation that feels like it's coming apart, but know that it's something that has to happen in order for, what can I say, like a rebirth, a rising from the ashes. So it can be, this full moon feels a little bit more like the energy that we're going to be receiving can be maybe not as like woohoo party time as it is like, oh, okay, but anyway, whatever information we get, we can use in order to continue to move forward with our intentions and the big dreams that I talked about last week. This is where we make adjustments. And you know, each moon cycle is a new adjustment, right? So full moon says, what are you committing to? And this information is going to help you like take a direction with your commitment. Now, the card for this full moon is the Four of Swords, or in this deck, the Alchemical Tarot by Robert Pace, he calls this the Sage. And here we have this person sitting sort of in the earth, kind of, you know, like I love how Robert Pace says this, sits below the swords of troubled thoughts. So this is a time, even though the full moon generally signifies meditation, celebration, this is saying meditation. So there may be something that feels troubling, and the response to that is to take some time to meditate, to go inward and ask for guidance. See, he's like, I feel like there's this nurturing from the earth that this person is experiencing. So get grounded, allow yourself some quiet time to be balanced, right? Libra is also about balance. And process the information that you are going to be using, okay, to commit to the next level of your intentions, of your wishes, of your dreams, of taking the next steps. If you give yourself time to meditate, to turn inward, to look inward for advice from your higher self, or to just take that time to meditate on the situation, or if the situation feels like it's, you know, like you don't want to be too wrapped up in your troubles, because they pass, right? This is a time to, you know, sit with the information that you learn and go inward to sort of ask your higher self for advice. Before you make a commitment, or before you decide, well, you know, you want to come from a place of grounded strength. And that's what I see here. You know, people see swords and they get all nervous. But here, this person is just calm. There's stuff going on like around their head, right? Above their heads. But, you know, take time, that 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, to like step out of whatever's going on outside of you, whatever is trying to get your attention, and just really get centered, and then make your commitment. All right, so it feels like the that Aries new moon, that like childlike woohoo. You know, you can allow yourself to be the authority in your own life, right? Like, okay, child, let's figure out how to make, you know, your child self, the Aries child self wants all these things. And it's like, this full moon is a little bit of a reality check, and that's okay, right? Because it's like saying, okay, you have these dreams now, here's what we're working with. And it's good to know what your tools are, and then proceed. Just take a moment to take a breath, and then you can do your thing. All right, I hope that's helpful, and we'll see you next week for the final culmination in the last quarter. All right, last quarter moon. that was the full moon. If you'd like to get a reading from me, you could go to holly-troy.com/tarot and see what I do reading wise. And anyway, I'll see you next week. Have a great full moon. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because you're gonna see things in a new way. They're gonna help you make decisions if you take the time. If you take the time to be with yourself for a few minutes at the very least and breathe, get grounded. This person, I gotta look at this card again, has bare feet. If you could step on the earth with bare feet, I think that would be really good as well. All right, see you next time. Bye.